Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's try that again. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another sunrise session. We're a lot late today. We're really supposed to be having these early in the morning, like 7:15. But with everything going on and all the information that needed to come out, we're having it now. Thank you for spending this part of your morning, your day, whenever this message finds you with Spirit, me, and the Soul Tribe. Today is Thursday, June 18th, right? Which brings us down to a 9. 9 is the number of cycle endings, cycle completions, and it's heavy, 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 heavy on the money messages today. This is going to be chock full of instructions. We're going to get through this first part of what I meditated on before going live, and then we're going to get into the actual collective message, and then we're going to get into what each sign needs to know and what affirmation goes with them for not only today, but this energy, whatever comes out, is supposed to help guide you between now and the Lionsgate portal, which is the biggest manifestation portal of the year. If you are watching this from one of the original 13 colonies, this is your biggest. Before we get there, I pray that this message only finds aligned souls who are ready to do the work. Any negative energy sent my way and or to the way of the collective is instantly turned into blessings and prosperity. Ashe. But those of you who are stateside, who are living um, add some words, but I'll save that for later, right? Who are living in North America, right? The US of A, especially those of you in the tri-state area, those of you who were a part, whose state was a part of the original 13 colonies. This is your most craziest time in your lifetime to quantum leap into your wealth timeline, into your abundance timeline, into it happens overnight timeline. You were reminded yesterday that you are the magician, you are the alchemist. The power is within you to manifest every good thing that you would like to manifest. But you got to remember that, and you have to. You are being strongly encouraged to lean into the energy that is pouring down now when it comes into finances and grab your piece of the pie. I just heard that very, very, very loudly. Grab your piece of the pie. If you're watching this on the replay, or if you're watching it now, be sure to go to the original video, which will be on YouTube. Put it in the comments what your struggle is, and then we'll try to figure out a manifestation tip that will work for you. With justice coming out, Six of Pentacles. Before we even get to what came out during my meditation, if you've been paying attention to the World Cup news, you've been paying attention to people's reactions, you will see in real time how much people are making in a day. Because all of these countries, all of these people are visiting their establishment. A lot of you were told 2 years ago to start that cafe, to start that business. Did you? I saw a post on this great TikTok, right, talking about how the Scots invaded Boston and how wonderful it was to have Scottish folk around. This one lady, and they couldn't keep enough beer on tap. This one lady commented that she's made already, the month is not even over, but her rent for the entire summer off of one shift. When we talk about fate favors the bold, fate favors the prepared, the abundance is out there. Regardless of what mainstream social media tells you and things of that nature, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Regardless of what you hear, the money is there. and it's there for every single body. As I look up and see 8:18, it reminds me of Deuteronomy 8:18, one of the verses that we use to manifest that life-changing FU money with. If it's good enough for the bartender in Boston, it's good enough for you. If you are in Boston, you are in New York, you are in New Jersey, you are in any state, the World Cup is coming through. You are already in a position when energetically money is raining down. Some of you have been doing the Money Rain Down on Me meditation by Brian Scott. Add that to the list if you haven't already to manifest abundance. If you are in one of those places where a lot of people, especially today, right, are congregating and spending money, that currency is really flowing, get yourself there. Even if you just get yourself there in your mind's eye. If you are in New York City, especially today, and I'm not going to lie, it was a very hard decision for me to be here rather than in the city, but now I see why they wanted me to be here so you guys could get the heads up to use Thursday because Thursdays are ruled by the planet Jupiter, the planet of luck, expansion, wealth, abundance. Those of you who are born on Thursday, use Thursdays as your day to do your workings around manifesting abundance, manifesting wealth. It is here. Guys, we've been hearing about this for the last 18 months that there would be money raining down, right? And just to align with the energy to allow it to show up for you. Allow it to show up for you. Double down on your workings and plug into the current because you can. You have the ability, especially if this video found you and you were like, oh, let me see what Edda's talking about today. That's your ancestors, your guides tapping you on the shoulder saying, hey, kiddo, remember that bill you said you were stressed about? Remember that job you lost and we said not to worry? This is why. They call it currency because it's always flowing. And think about the flow like the ocean. You know how big and expansive the ocean is? How there's more than enough water for all of the sea creatures, the sharks, right? The dolphins, the urchins, the seals. Like everybody eats, even if they're eating each other, but we don't do that because we're human, right? We move differently. But just as expansive the ocean is, it's just as much water, wealth out there. As much as there's water out there, there's wealth out there. And the earth is like what, more than 70% water? So being stuck, being struggling to make ends meet, do the ends of the oceans ever meet? Nah, they don't. But having this idea that there's not enough out there, there's more than enough for you to have more than enough and for everybody else to have more than enough, and there still be more than enough left over. You are the alchemist. You are the great magician. Justice, Six of Pentacles. This has been a long, long time coming for you guys. For those of you who have stumbled upon this message, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get more messages like this. And when we're done completely with the channeling for today, definitely go back to the video because it will be posted, you know where. Comment your money struggle, and I will try my best to give you a tip that will assist you along your journey. Three of Cups, that celebration, the Sun card. And when I was making the thumbnail for the video, right, I only had these two cards in my hand. But then good old Gemini decided to throw the Sun card in the mix, confirming, right, because we do techno magic now, right, confirming that today is day one of your happily ever after. Today is day one of you manifesting that abundance. But you got to think big. You got to remember in your own power to do it. You got into all this conversation we've been having about letting go of baggage and keeping an optimistic mind and seeing the best in everything and knowing that it'll all work out is here. Your job is not to know the specifics. Your job is not to know the exact how, but know that you are about to receive a huge, huge wish fulfillment just by showing up, just by standing 10 toes down that you say that you want XYZ, just by you putting it out there, right? Just like the ocean ebbs, right? And then it flows. Whatever you've put out there by universal law, and we're not even talking about the woo woo, just the science of it. Whatever you put out there has no choice but to come back to you abundantly. Ward your name, right? We only did it for the Patreon. But you guys, get your favorite manifestation oil, ward your name. You could either use this one or this one, right? Make it a part of your daily practice to affirm. And once you put your wishes out there, start showing up as the person who already has it. Use your money oils as confirmation of that wealth and abundance pouring into you, flowing into you on a consistent and daily basis. One of you can use the affirmation, or all of you can use the affirmation that currency constantly flows to me, right? Because it has a nice little ring to it, right? We have Psalm 23, we have Deuteronomy 8:18, right? And you also can write up your own affirmations, but just don't write them and like, oh my God, this feels so good, this sounds so good. You have to believe in it. Just like you believe once you place your order that food is going to come, you got to know that once you place your cosmic order of wealth, your cosmic order of wish fulfillment, it's going to come. Because you, my dear, are the great alchemist. You are the captain of the ship. You have the ability, and you've always had the ability to manifest the abundance. Tap into that energy. Money is flowing in ways that we haven't seen in a very, very long time. Maybe since I was just about to say, when the Cubs won their championship, what was that? 2016? As I get goosies. The Knicks winning theirs, right, is your confirmation that we've all taken a quantum leap, right? The underdog, right? The have-nots, right? That whole the last shall be first is going on now for those of you who are awake and ready to receive every good thing that the universe has coming for you. Do your workings, your prayers, right? Align with St. Jude, align with St. Expedite, right? I've got tips for days, so do not forget to put them in the comments of the actual video. I won't be able to get to everybody today on the lives because we're in both places, but I will try my best to answer your questions if you put them in the comments. Do not forget to share any thoughts, feelings, reactions you're having to everything that comes out in the comments. And once I'm done with the channeling, we'll get to them with this blessed and poised as what I look down. Another confirmation for those who are with us today, for those that this message finds. Millions upon millions upon millions are flooding into this space. Even those of you who are outside of the country can tap in, because whenever you have anything flowing into one place, you can use your mind's eye to align with that energy. So what's stopping you? Especially since this portal has been opened right before we hit the Lionsgate portal, right? At the end of July, beginning of August. Some of you, by the time August arrives, by the time the next eclipse season arrives, you will be living a very, very different life. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to hear on this Thursday, right? What else does the collective need to hear on this Thursday. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for spending this part of your day, your morning, with Spirit, me, and the Soul Tribe, Divine Goddesses, and the Holy Spirit. What else does the collective need to know? Push this to the side because this side has the recording, right? What else does the collective need to know on this Thursday? And you guys know this deck is a little spicy, so I tend to pull them actually off camera to make sure they're social media safe. What else does the collective need to know on this Thursday? We'll put these here and we'll leave you here. And then we'll get its tarot. I shuffled these. See what else has to come out about the money messages you need to know. It's not supposed to be a struggle. Just as effortlessly as the ocean flows, it's just as effortlessly as everything is supposed to flow in your world. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know? Anything? Ooh. Anything else? Last but not least, we actually have two more. Holy Spirit, what is the vibe on this Thursday? And we will be getting to the messages for each zodiac sign as well as your affirmation for today once we're done with the collective. And then I'll get into your comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know? What else does the collective need to know on this Thursday, right? What else does the collective need to know? Anything else? Thank you. I'm going to start here because it just feels like there's a lot of energy on this side of things. So we have building blocks, confirmation of leaning into that understanding, standing on the sun. I'm hearing the Beyonce song. I think she sings it with Elephant Man. Standing on the sun and aligning with the energy of all the abundance, the wealth that is currently flowing here in the States as well as all around the world. There's this concentration of wealth that's just going and going and going. Tap in, right? Some of you, okay, I'm gonna put these, make sure they're in view, are still, I can't believe you guys are in the energy of, if I just had enough to pay this bill, if I just make this enough, then I could do that and maybe take a vacation. If I just do, stop thinking so small. You're thinking of a cup of water when your guides, the universe, the Most High, wants to give you the entire ocean. Speak Up with Meme, Kumba, Bang coming out confirms that some of you are still struggling to use your voice, struggling to stand 10 toes down and say, you know what? I want to be a billionaire. Let me know about those problems. I know about the problems that come with poverty. Show me the problems that come with prosperity. Here's another affirmation for you guys. Show me all the good things that I can receive so I can practice receiving. Send me good things all day so I can practice receiving. Now that is straight from the Most High. Put it out there. Matter of fact, say it right now, right? Send me all the good things so I can practice receiving good things. Do not be afraid to ask for what it is you want. Again, you are reminded there's more than enough to go around. Think of currency like the ocean, like a lake, right? Because even a lake, even a river, it all flows and it's all more than enough. You have the power with this cosmic power, with the sun and the moon approaching the solstice. As I get goosies again. The solstice is the perfect time to go outside. Dig your feet in the dirt, dig your feet, your toes in the sand or the grass, with your head to the sky, and say, I declare and decree that I am a millionaire, a trillionaire, a billionaire, well off, prosperous, wealth, whatever it is that you want that is for your highest good and the highest good of all. Use the solstice to align with that energy because it's flowing. All you got to do is tap in, right? This death card coming out in the reverse is asking you to make peace and bury that part of you that felt like you only deserved just enough when the Most High wants to shower you with all the abundance that you can manage. Know in your heart, in your soul, that you deserve more than enough. Right? Because when you have more than enough, when those rainy days come, you have enough to cover it. When you have just enough, when those rainy days comes and the transmission goes out, now you're back underwater. This is why you have to ask for more than enough to cover life's unexpected mayhems. I feel like that's the Allstate commercial. Recharge, right? Rethink about how you see wealth, how you see abundance, how you see prosperity, and let go that side of you that felt the need to only show up so small, to only have just enough, to only be just this. No, baby, you deserve the entire ocean. And with that sun dawning in the background, it's another confirmation that it's about to happen for you. But you have to let it. Start aligning with how does it feel when all your bills are paid and you still have money left over? How does it feel to be so financially comfortable you forget when payday is? Sit with that energy. Let it be your dominant energy signature on this day and every day. Next, we have round and round. We're putting an end to that cycle of going round and round because now you've learned not to ask for just enough, right? To ask for more than enough so when life, life gets to lifing, you will be just fine. You we're always supposed to be the ones to break this cycle, this generational cycle of poverty or just having enough, right? Just making ends meet. No, 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 no. You were always supposed to have more than enough. Your destiny was always for you to have more than enough. And here we have Mayat crossing this energy. Anytime the cards cross, it feels like folks are struggling, like they know what to do. They just struggle with either doing it or believing in their own ability to keep it done, to get it done. Keep your heart lighter than a feather. Make sure you are showing up as a good human being. Now, good is subjective, right? What that means to you. Some of us follow the 42 laws of Mayat, right? You might want to look into that. But that's the key to the kingdom. Well, it's two keys. One is believing in your ability to manifest it, being a good steward of it, and being an all around good person so you are able to hold on to it. This suffering and silence you've been doing because your money's been looking funny, that's coming to an end today, but you have to allow it. You have to believe in it. You have to believe, oh, if a bartender in Boston can make her rent for the entire summer in a day, well, then I can, da 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 da, right? Fill in the blank, right? Especially those of you who do the ritual work. It's not going to work. The oils, the herbs, the crystals, the candles, the prayers, they're not going to work if you do not believe in them. This Five of Pentacles coming out in reverse, right? New opportunities, right? Taking those chances. Some of you are still struggling to take that step forward. Take it. This is your cosmic confirmation. This is your tap on the shoulder to get up off your butt. Do the scary thing, because your abundance, your prosperity, your wish fulfillment is on the other side of that scary thing. If you refuse, because it's your free will choice, right? Because it's a scary world out there. You never know, and you got to do this and you got to do that. If you're in that mindset, that is where you will stay for the next 10 years. This is a 1 year. 2026 is the first year of a 9-year cycle. Plant the best seeds possible so the next 8 years, the next 10 years can be filled with that peace, that abundance, that wealth, the good things. But in order for the good things to come to you, you have to believe that you are worthy of it. Your guides are doing their part to fix things. Your guides are doing everything that they can to bring you that abundance. Make sure you use the solstice, and I'm looking down at 52 and C7, to really ground yourself and stand firm on what it is you truly want without discounting it, without sugarcoating it, without feeling like you're asking for too much. People, excuse me, who feel like they're asking for too much, that it usually points to a bigger problem of worthiness and feeling worthy, um, of having more than enough. That's a karmic bond that you have that's probably showed up in your generation, right? After generation, right? Probably one of the folks whose parent or caregiver told them, "Do you have McDonald's money? Money doesn't go on trees." Well, actually, it does. And it flows like the seas. For those that are brave enough to understand that that's how it goes. Your money mindset is keeping you stuck for some of you. Let it go as I look down and see stagnant and, of course, poverty. It's all in your head, literally. At a drop of a dime, literally at the drop of a dime. This is why hoodoo is use dimes, right? In their abundance work. It can change. Your story can change. In 1.2 seconds, your story can change. But you have to believe in it. And it's not believing in it like, okay, Etta, I believe. And then you're just sitting there. No, take those intuitive nudges, right? Take that intuitive guidance. Some of you are shaking your head right now because you or you either know someone that had an amazing business idea, but was like, who's going to come to that? And now there are hundreds of thousands of people flooding your city looking for your gift that you've got in the closet. Do better. We heard that yesterday and we're hearing that again. Let this be a lesson that once Spirit gives you an idea, you just go ahead and do. Don't worry about the specifics, just show up so they can show out for you. The work is done in the very least 2 by 2. They want to bring us the abundance. They want to bring us the peace because guess what? It's your birthright. So stop thinking that you have to live here because maybe your parents did and your grandparents did and your aunts did, and that their story doesn't have to be your story. Okay? Okay. I'm going to get to here and then we're going to get into the messages for the signs. Serendipity confirming that it can change in 1.2 seconds. It can all change in 1.2 seconds, but you gotta let it. You have to allow it. You have to show up for yourself and for your dreams. This week, between now and the end of July, is going to be filled with a lot of downloads, a lot of intuitive nudges. Follow it. Follow the guidance that you're being given because it's leading you to your happily ever after, right? Any thoughts of not feeling good enough or I could never do that. And, that works out for other people and not me. Make peace with those thoughts and bid them goodbye forever. Bury them, right? Some of you may need to actually go through the act of writing down, because when we write things down with a real pen and a real paper, right, or a real pencil, it makes it real. Writing down all your money mayhem, misconstrued thoughts that you have about money itself, currency itself, and you. Write it all down, write it all out, and then fold the paper away from you and say that I am done. You are ZEAD, and then bury it in the background. Give it to the sea and leave your heart, your soul, your spirit, your mind open to the endless possibilities of how currency currently can flow to you. You are worthy of every good thing. And some of you need to hear that several times. And look at that, it's the King of Cups on its side, because a lot of you are in that Eeyore energy, that negative Nancy, negative Norman energy. Pick your head up. Pick your head up. And there's still somebody saying, it'll never happen for me. If you believe that, then that's exactly what's going to happen for you. You got to lean into your King of Cups, Queen of Cups energy, right? Lean into your intuition. Be passionate about manifesting your dreams into your reality, and do not take no for an answer. If one door closes, best believe another one is about to open. Don't stand there looking at the closed door thinking that if you do enough bippity boppity boo, it's going to reopen again. It's closed for a reason, babe. Greener pastures are ahead. And of course, waves would have to come out with all this talk about the ocean and currency and the flow. Tap into the flow, right? Watch that video by Brian Scott, right? Money Rain on Me, something like that. And envision it. Don't worry about the how and the specifics. You're doing too much. Set the intention and see that those bills are paid, that your stability is secured in this lifetime and the next lifetime. Be that person to your kids, to your children's children that has a PhD or an MHD. Papa has dough, Mama has dough, and more than enough for everybody to have more than enough. And there still be more than enough left over. Side note, for those of you who have already started receiving that abundance, do not hoard it. Do not save it for a rainy day. What do you need to save for a rainy day when you have abundance? What do you need to save for a rainy day when you already have more than enough? Mindset. The more you put out, the more you will receive. So make sure you invest, right? You donate, right? You keep currency flowing, because it like the ocean. Imagine the ocean stopping. There were no waves. Yeah. Yeah. Think of money just like that. Think about what would happen if the ocean stopped flowing, because is what will happen if you stop the flow of currency. Even doing something as simple as donating $1 to somebody, right? Putting it out there that every time you spend money, it returns to you blessed and multiplied. If you haven't got the book by Florence Scovel Shinn, The Game of Life and How to Play It, get it, download it. There are tons and tons and tons of tips and tricks on how to manifest abundance in it. But the biggest thing of all, before we do another oil, before we do another ritual, before we get another stone, by the way, green aventurine, tiger's eye, pyrite, jade, right? Citrine, you have to believe, first and foremost, you have to believe that you are descendants of King Midas, descendants of King Mansa Musa. Some of you got that message directly a week ago. That wealth has always been a part of your timeline, but someone along your timeline messed it up by trying to hoard it all. Just like Mansa Musa will go into these communities and just give, 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 because he believed that he had more than enough. Don't be an Elon, be a Mansa, right? He had more than enough to give out, more than enough, and there still be more than enough. That is the collective message. We're going to get into the messages for the signs. Now, these messages for the signs can be for your sun, moon, and horizon. As always, with the messages, take what resonates and do, always do, because when you sit with me, you're also sitting with your ancestors. For those of you who are meeting me for the first time, I am Etta, mystic healer, intuitive, and spiritual life coach. I am not a tarot reader. This is for illustrative purposes. These moments are for you to get closer to your ancestors, your guides. Open up those channels of communication so you no longer have to suffer in silence. You can do what we always used to do before we were told that it was wrong, which is talk with source, talk with the universe to manifest the life of our dreams. For some of you, once you really, 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 really believe that, you will see just how easy life becomes for you. And you will find yourself asking yourself why you didn't do it sooner. When you know better, you do better. So do better, right? Now that you know, you've gotten confirmation after confirmation after confirmation that the power is within you to manifest that abundance, to manifest that wealth, to manifest that happily ever after. You gotta believe, baby. You have to, if you don't do anything else besides tap into all this money that's currently flowing, right? If you don't do anything else, you have to believe in yourself and your own ability to manifest wealth. As the cards, because you know this is my Thursday deck, come pouring in. Thank you again, my loves, for spending this part of your morning, your day with me, Spirit, and the Soul Tribe. Holy Spirit, what do the signs need to know about manifesting abundance? What other messages, make sure these are upright, do they need to know about manifesting their heart desires? This deck is extra slippery today. Okay. And we'll set this aside over here. What are the affirmations? And I will be getting to your comments. For those of you who missed the live, because we're now entering the tail end of it, it will be posted over on, you know where, right after we go off the live. So definitely head over there and put in the comments any questions that you have about your manifesting journey, and I will get to them before the day is over. Happy birthday, Gemini. We're going to start with you, right? Because it's Gemini season, soon to be Cancer season. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. Your money message is Seven of Pentacles, reaping the benefits of everything you've been planting. Congratulations on a job well done. Keep this energy. Even if you don't see this yet, you don't see the harvesting, right? You don't see those fruits and the things that you planted blossoming. They're about to. The changes, because, you know, he's holding the garden tool, the HOE, but it also looks like a wand, and wands are associated with change. The changes you have implemented are going into effect. There might be a time delay between, as always, right? There is a time delay between planting the seed and reaping the harvest. So you are reminded, not just about divine timing, right? The same time you plant the seed is not the same time you eat the fruit. But keep tending to the land, keep doing what you're doing, keep showing up knowing, dearest Gemini, that it's going to work out for you, because it is working out for you. Your affirmation today is my family line is now blessed with wealth because you did it. Generational curse breaker. Even if you don't see it already, you have definitely broken that curse on your bloodline. Cancer, sun, moon, and all rising. As I smile from ear to ear and looking up over at YouTube, we have seven onlookers and 7 likes, right? The number of the divine. This is your cosmic confirmation that it's all about to work out better than you can imagine. The Four of Wands is the reception, right after the wedding. It's this energy of being celebrated, right? But it's also the 1111 portal ascending into your higher self, into that next level of being. This is your confirmation that if you do the work, getting out of your head, making peace with your past, trusting your intuitive knowledge, your intuitive wisdom, your intuitive guidance, believing in your ability to manifest those things that you are dreaming of, hoping of, believing in will manifest quicker than you realize because your guides have been waiting for you to get to that point where you believed in yourself so that they can inundate you, flood you with all that goodness, all the blessings that you have been requesting. Your affirmation today is everything I touch turns to gold. Be unafraid to start that new endeavor, that new business, that new thing, because everything you touch will turn to gold. This is confirmation of what was said in the collective about some of you being directly related to King Midas and having that Midas touch. Use it. Use it. And know that everything will work out for you, right? Leo, Sun, Moon, and or hey Leo. I like this group that's with us because you guys have very, very good energy for this to be the pull so far. Even those of you who are kind of shaky during the beginning of the live are kind of like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to believe in myself. And I love that for you. Please, beautiful soul, keep going. Don't forget to like and subscribe, by the way, right? The magician, dearest Leo, confirms that you have everything that you need because the magician has the pentacle, the sword, the cup, the wand, and the candle, right? Whatever the magician puts out into the universe has no choice but to manifest in the real world. That's why one hand is up to the sky and one hand is down to the ground. Stability is shifting for you. Let it. Command, declare, and decree that all the abundance you're seeking finds you now. Not tomorrow, not for your birthday, now. You, dearest Leo, are really being challenged to lean into the currency that is flowing, especially if you're in Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and the rest of the 13 colonies, right? Really lean into that energy of, oh, there's money flowing. Let me get my piece of the pie. My presence lingers in their thoughts long after I've left the room. For some of you, use this affirmation, but instead of there, change that with money. And then come back and let me know how that works out for you. Virgo, sun, moon, and or rising. Don't be scared. Do not be scared, especially those of you who aren't spiritual per se, kind of have a toe in the game. Like you're curious, but you're scared to honor your curiosity. Honor your curiosity. Because opening up that third eye, opening up your intuition, basking in all the knowledge of spirituality that we have access to, that our parents didn't have access to, is going to help you manifest the life of your dreams. That's actually the key to helping you manifest the life of your dreams. So do not hesitate to answer the call that your angels and guides are sending out to you when it comes to your sacred awakening. My energy is expensive and exclusive. Well, it better be if you're the high priestess or the high priest. You're not a muggle, right? Or an ordinary, everyday type of spiritualist. You're meant for more, a lot more. Libra, sun, moon, and or rising. Which way do you want to go? How much do you want? How much do you need? And don't shortchange yourself. You have the ability, whatever you've been working on this week, especially, has the ability to transform your life. But you have to believe it can and then show up and do the actions, take the steps you're being guided to take. Libra, your affirmation is I don't search for love, searches for me. And we can replace love with any other word, but especially money. You are reminded, everyone is reminded, you do not chase, you attract. Scorpio, sun, moon, and or rising. Going back to that Four of Wands that came out, you may have that Cancer in your sign as well. Oh, water signs, sun, moon, and or rising. All this talk about the ocean and currency and letting it flow. Tap in, tap, 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 tap in, because it's the energy is the strongest it's been probably in your entire lifetime. The moment is now to claim that win. The moment is now, dearest Scorpio, to claim your piece of the generational wealth transfer. Okay? Okay. Your affirmation is my energy is addicting. And this is why everything and everyone, some of you, if you have the gift of gab and people always come to you for advice and you kind of can get your way because you have a way of putting your words together, why not use that power to manifest the abundance you're seeking? Because it's the same frequency, it's the same energy. Just tell money that she's now your. You know what I was about to say, okay? Sagittarius, sun, moon, and or rising. What work are you avoiding when it comes to manifesting your dreams into your reality? What changes are you avoiding when it comes to manifesting your dreams into your reality? Because that's standing between you and your millionaire era, your wealth era. You too are being encouraged to do the work. Follow the steps that you have been taking, right? Regardless of what happened before, that's not how it's going to work out. Now, Sag, your affirmation is the person of my dreams is already dreaming of me. I would go and change that to the life that I am dreaming of already exists for me. Capricorn, Capricorn, sun, moon, and or rising. Really change the way, shift the way you look at money. You look at your past relationship with money and redefine a new one. We always talk about the vision of love. Well, how do you envision your lover called money? That's the manifestation technique. Do with that information as you will, and no, I will not further elaborate unless you need me to. See money as a lover and watch your finances change. Your affirmation is the circles around me empower me. Those of you who received the message last week about your blessings being tied up, your wish fulfillment being tied up because you were still surrounded by the wrong people, and if they gave you what you wanted, it wouldn't work out for you. Double, triple check that you got rid of everything and everybody that you were called to get rid of so it doesn't block this abundance from coming in. Aquarius, sun, moon, and or rising. Now with the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight in the deck, it is a confirmation that That long awaited dream, that long awaited wish is about to be fulfilled, especially if you really receive the message of tapping in and aligning with currency and letting it flow, right? Aligning with the energy of letting money come and go as it pleases, and it will please you very dearly. Just remember that it is a tool and not your ruler. I experience once in a lifetime opportunities multiple times a day. This generational transfer moment, right, in the states that's happening right now, is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Tap in. Pisces, sun, moon, and, well, you got two. Or rising, you have, oh, you're the one that's afraid to take that leap of faith. But taking that leap of faith puts the world in your hand. You know, in Scarface, when he's looking at the blimp and it says the world is yours, that's your energy. The world is yours and everybody else's, right? Because you each have your individual world with your individual sources of abundance that are never supposed to run out. Has the water on earth run out? Not the drinking water, because that's a whole other conversation, but water in itself, right? Whatever, whoever you had to let go of, you had to release. Do not look back, right? You are also aligned with that energy of making sure your circles empower you and not just are waiting for a handout, especially if you had already a millionaire age and you lost it. Let that be a life lesson. And baby, if you lost it once, if you made it once, you can make it again. If you made $1,000, you can make $100,000. If you made $100,000, you can make $1,000,000, right? Energetically, a dollar is the same as a million. We're the ones that put weight and emphasis on the different denominations. Pisces, your affirmation is, as it should be, it is a privilege to be in my presence. There's an opportunity coming in for you, Pisces, that's going to open up a long overdue floodgate of abundance financially, spiritually. Like things are going to just be falling into your lap, but you got to make sure you're up here. You're not down with the peasants doing what peasants do. You have fully divorced the peanut gallery and have stood in your sovereignty. Okay? Okay. Aries, sun, moon, and hi, Aries. With this Ace of Pentacles, the ultimate confirmation that the divine is coming in. Because whenever we see the Ace of Pentacles, Swords, Cups, Wands, it's the divine, the most high, not even the universe, the source above the universe stepping in to bring you that abundance, to bring you that wish fulfillment, to bring you that answered prayers. But are you believing that you are worthy of it? Because it's right at your doorstep. Don't worry about the house. Some of you are too analytical. Do you also have a Gemini moon? Why are you all in your feelings about this? You just have to know that this is your birthright. You were always, always, always destined to have more than enough. You too have the gift of gab. You too have a list of manifestations you did when you weren't even trying. That's your key. That's your reminder that your manifestations manifest without trying. You just put it out there and take the steps you're being guided to take. Your affirmation, what does it feel like too? Universe, show me how it gets better. Universe, show me all the good things to receive so I can practice at receiving. The more wealth in my hands, the more good circulates because it's currency in the universe. So move accordingly, dearest Aries. And Taurus, Sun, Moon, and or Taurus, why does it have to be you? Why does it have to be you tricking your own self out of your own blessings? You're supposed to be the second house ruler. You're supposed to have this in check. Get your thoughts in check. Get your doubts in check. Get your fears in check. Know that abundance is your birthright. Like really, really know it. And the Taurus folk. that are either doing what they know they're not supposed to do for the love of money, for the sake of money, or know someone close to them that's doing something that they're not supposed to do. If you're benefiting from something you know is not supposed to be going on, stop that. This is your last chance to get out of that situation before it gets sticky. And that's for somebody in particular, Taurus. Your affirmation is I expect amazing opportunities today and every day. Those are the messages for the collective. We're going to go to the collective chat. If you'd like a personal reading, that information, just head over to Dreams 711. Um, if you need a message, a tip about manifesting abundance, manifesting the things of your heart's desire, once this live goes off, the video is going to be up. Put it in the comments of the video because I will only be responding under those comments to help you along your journey. Well, hello, Deline. I allow the miracles in the cycle to unfold. Ashe. Hi, Miss Nicole. Hi, Joshua. And yes, take that step, right? Because it's there, right? All you got to do is continue to put one foot in front of the other. Just keep going. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Because it's all about the work. Well, it is working out. The energy is circulating. It's here. It's available for every single person. Tap, tap, tap in, right? When you're watching the news or you're scrolling through social media and you see this egregore of energy amassing, tap in. Especially if you feel it in your soul, in your spirit, tap in. When you see comments of bartenders telling you how much they made, midnight ballerinas telling you how much they made, tell yourself I could make double because I get paid to exist. I'm surprised that didn't come out, right? Because you do. You should. The president does, right? For doing what he does. So why shouldn't you get paid for doing what you do? Okay? Okay. Hello, Mel. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Please keep an eye out on your email because I'll be sending you a link. I look forward to chatting with you. Margie, Margie, Margie. Hello. Hello, Shannon. My lover called money. Ew, right. That has a nice ring to it. Boogie, boogie, boogie. I'm gonna have to write that down somewhere because that's the first. I think. Northern Bread, Southern Fed. Today's song Round and Round by Tevin Campbell. Go for it, right? Because there's a part where there's an ad lib that says go for it, unless I'm bugging, because it's taking me back to elementary school. A very upbeat song about do it. Nothing left but dreamers, but dreams. Prince was on it too. Or are my wires getting crossed? Northern Bread, help me out. Because if that's the case, that is the song of the day. We should actually start doing a song of the day, and I'll post it in my stories. The world just keeps on going. Nashaya, hello, hello. Hi, Romeo. Hello, hello, hello. Connection noted. Greetings to you as well. Lady D. Thank you guys for the follows. Londe. Someone said that NYC is going through a huge shift. I felt it since last Friday. I am here for it. In my soul, I deeply, deeply wanted to be at that parade today, but I'm not supposed to. But I am tapping in. I am tapping in. We had that series of the underdog with the Cubs in 2016. We have the Knicks, the underdog In 2026, this is definitely the era of the first becoming last and the last becoming first, right? That forgotten stone being the cornerstone, but you got to believe, right? You got to really tap in and know that, you know what? I want, I declare, I have, right? Dream, receive, manifest, right? Dream, manifest, receive. Evie, it is my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. Lande, how are you? 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 We're going to chat about that later. There's a lot of people that stop by, and I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Before we wrap up, hi, Pink Lotus. That is it. So that, ladies and gentlemen, we officially have our song of the day. I want you guys to listen to it, really sit with it, right? Especially that part when he shouts out, go for it. What are you being called to go for, right? Without letting anything or anyone hold you back, even your kids, right? Oh, I got to do this for the kids. Do you really, though? Or is that something you're telling yourself? We could talk about that. But today's homework is listening to Round and Round by Tevin Campbell. Really sitting with the musicality of it, really sitting with the lyrics of it, and seeing what downloads you receive in the moment. Any questions, thoughts, feelings, reactions that you want to share with the collective before we wrap up? Any personal things besides the money questions you're going to put under the video? Personal sessions are available at Dream 711. And I will put the song in my stories. I can hear Prince's voice in my ear. But the world still goes on. It's been a long, long time since I've heard that. It's my pleasure, Delene. It is my pleasure. If any thoughts, questions, feelings pop up after, during the day, send me a message, send me a DM, get a personal session, right? Not everything needs to be transactional. Some of you just need to be pointed in the right direction. You have to take yourself the rest of the way. I can support you, I can hold your hand, but nothing is going to happen unless you truly believe in yourself. It's like a lot of you are standing at the red light and it's turning green, but you still have your foot on the brake. Go for it. I pray that you have an amazing day. I pray that you remember who you are and your ability to manifest the life of your dreams. Stay blessed. Ashe.